Welcome everyone. Today we are going to discuss how karma plays out in people's life. Astrology is a subject of observation primarily, and even the saints and the seers of the past have come up with all the postulates that they have through insight, intense analysis, and observation. So, based on my observation, this is how karma plays out in people's life. A bus was traveling from Coimbatore to Mysore. In the middle, it entered a tiger reserve. In the middle of the tiger reserve, the bus broke down. So, the driver asked the conductor and cleaner to push the bus from behind because he knew that would solve the problem. So, the conductor and the cleaner got down and started pushing the bus. Nothing happened. They couldn't even do it. Then the driver asked everybody to get down, and they all did. And then the conductor and the cleaner started pushing. Nothing happened. The conductor was pushing hard, but the cleaner was not doing his job. He wasn't pushing hard. Seeing this, two more people joined and started pushing the bus. It still didn't move. Two more people joined. It still didn't move. Seeing all this, the cleaner felt that it was his duty to push the bus as well. And then all of them together pushed the bus, and then the bus started moving. Bus started moving, everybody got into the bus, and then they just started going. Woohoo! Everybody was saved. It worked out, and that's how they all reached their destination. Whatever actions the individuals here did is individual karma, individual actions. And whatever they did as a collective is the collective karma. Collectively, they were successful, and it took a few people to be motivated enough to do what was required, and then everybody enjoyed the fruit of it. What they did in that moment decided the fate of their next moment. Past actions of other people might not have motivated the cleaner enough, but the actions of the people pushing the bus definitely motivated him. And if he was motivated from the beginning, the bus would have moved maybe 5 minutes earlier, and it would have reached its destination 5 minutes earlier. And then everything that followed would be 5 minutes earlier. The people who are watching, some of them were motivated enough to step up and do what was required. Now, these people's karma helped a lot many people in there. Whoever these were, these people, these motivated people, their actions would be similar everywhere. They would be always stepping up, if you notice. And over time, slowly, that would start bringing in results because people are watching, and everything is, wherever they are, things speed up by 5 minutes. And a lot of these karma that these motivated people perform, it is bringing them good luck. What seems like luck is basically them doing the right thing many number of times, and that is what most people call good karma. Now, the people who are unmotivated, wherever they go, they might not find people who are motivated to pick up the slack. And wherever these unmotivated people are, there everything is delayed by 5 minutes. And every action, every situation, 5 minutes delay. And it all adds up and eventually brings about bad karma, bad actions. And bad actions lead to bad circumstances. That is all karma is. So, it's very natural if you think about it that your karma put you where you are. You can try to blame it on someone else, but essentially, because there is collective karma, so you will definitely try to point fingers But the essence of it is this, that if you keep trying hard enough, you might aggregate enough 5 minutes extras to get the desired effect. Now, why do they say there is prarabdha? Why do you think some people keep doing good actions and still do not reap the benefits? And this is where people talk about things that are not so apparent. This is where the collective karma, your ancestors' karma, your actions from previous births, all of these play in to put you in circumstances. But mostly what I've observed is, if your karmas are strong enough, if you keep accumulating these good 5 minutes, you will go far in life. Another thing to keep in mind is actions, karmas, have a compounding effect. So there is a graph in the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. This graph shows you that a 1% improvement every single day adds up to 37% of improvement by the end of the year. Whereas if a person was not improving and was deproving by 1% every day, by the end of the year they would lose it all. It would almost be close to a zero. Now this graph is extremely important because what it tells you is, wherever you are, the power of compounding is real. Even Warren Buffett says the same thing. The power of compounding is real. You can start from as a nothing, and in 30 years time, if you do the right if you make the right investments, you will become a billionaire. But not everybody is capable of doing the right things over that big a span, and it definitely requires good circumstances as well, and good support, and meeting the right people, making all the right choices. It's not that easy. It requires a great level of willpower, but it is available to everybody, is what I believe. Wherever you start in life, if you keep at it, you will grow, you will do well. That is what karma is all about. But not everybody does good karma. We slack a lot. We slack so much, it eventually catches up to us. So most astrological remedies, especially the ones where you donate, are under the wing of good karma. So if they ask you to buy some lentils and just donate it to a black cow, in my opinion, what is happening there is, it is adding a visual element to your good karma. You are able to visualize and say you have been doing a good karma towards that planet, and that is what is helping you on the inside, and it makes you do many more good karmas, and all of these good karmas add up. If you have clarity, then you don't need that particular colored cow, you don't need that particular lentil. You just have to keep doing good things. If you know that you're doing a good action and you're doing it, if you're conscious while doing that good action, then that action will have a much more impact on your psyche and your future actions, rather than an action which you do while being unconscious. It's even written in the Vedas that if a vrata, let's say Satyanarayana vrata, if it is done by a pujari, you get a certain amount of benefit. But if you do it yourself, the benefit is manifold. And that's true. If you're conscious, all you have to do is sit in front of the God. The intention of reading a mantra is much more powerful than actually reading the mantra. So, what does it all imply? What are all of these Vedas? What are all of these ideas talking about? It is telling you to be conscious and perform good actions. That's all it's talking about. If you do a bad action while being fully aware of what you're doing, then that action will make you do many more bad actions in the future. And that will definitely reap some very bad results, because you'll be surrounded by people who are bad. They'll naturally get attracted to you because they want to do bad things. And together, all of you do so many bad things, and then you'll be noticed. So, don't do bad things, especially when you're aware that it is a bad thing. A very aware person should not do anything bad, because it will only push him down very quickly. Like Durvasa Mahamuni, he was so angry. And whenever a sage is angry, he loses all his power. What does that mean? It means these seers, these saints have tapped into the conscious, the individual conscious and the collective conscious, and when they're that conscious and they know how big of an impact whatever they do is going to have, and they are recognized and everybody's watching them, whatever they do, it's going to motivate many people who follow them to do what they're doing. And if they lose their consciousness, it impacts the collective consciousness. So, the better you get, the less room you have for error. And this is why people with really good karma, you can see it in their kundali, in their charts, they get a lot more beating whenever they do something bad. If Sachin Tendulkar misses a shot, it's going to really impact him and the nation. It's going to come in the tabloids. Everybody's going to talk about it. And people start perceiving the country differently. And that's going to impact Sachin Tendulkar and his mind. And few more shots like that, and they'll start saying he's over. And he needs to work a lot harder mentally to get back to where he was. Yeah, this is how karma works according to me. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Namaskaram.